What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. Alright guys, we have a massive update. I did a 7.5 hour live stream. If you missed it, I'm going to talk about exactly what we learned about MIREI. Going to give you guys the stats, the numbers, etc. that you need to know. This is from the live stream, so we're going to do a full breakdown of everything she is, everything she does, if she's worth it, and why you want to use her if you have her. Okay, so first off, we did an A0 no weapon test. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this right away. She is MP hungry. The moment she goes into her ultimate mode, she loses MP at a drastically alarming rate. So this test was done a little bit prematurely, but at the same time, we learned from that and we adapted. So this is A0 test with no weapons, no gear at level 81. Okay, so because you see here, she has 1,105 MP. MP is a big part of her gameplay. So you guys can see here, when she's not in her ultimate mode, she doesn't actually do a lot of damage. Okay, so it's very, very important to give her as much MP stack as possible, but you also still want to make attack and crit damage your primary stats for her. But MP plays a major role in her kit. So if you watch the A0 version of it, I can show you guys, here's a little bit of gameplay of her, right? We did a little bit of leeway here, gave her the 5% extra for margin of error as usual, but you can tell as a solo player, she's really not it. You need her in a team. The reason why you need her in a team is because her QTE actually does give her more MP back when she comes back in. So it's a pretty big part of her kit. And again, because she is mana hungry, she's going to be a lot less successful in a solo environment. But nonetheless, we were able to get some pretty damn good results doing the normal testing that we do. And then we tested her also in other content. So at A0, I can comfortably tell you guys right now with the results here, here they are. There was 50 seconds left with A0 weapon at level 81 with no gear. Sorry, there was 77% left of HP for the bear. So she did almost no damage because essentially her ultimate wasn't available enough time. So when she runs out of MP, her ultimate doesn't activate and then she doesn't stay in there. Her ultimate is where all of her damage comes from because all of her skills do more damage. Her ultimate does a lot of damage and then she continues staying in that mode until it either runs out or she runs out of MP. So very, very important to note. She's very good when it comes down to a unit in a team. Okay, so what we did next, guys, is we started giving her some actual gear. All right, so we gave her some gear. We went over to A1. We added in a weapon. The weapon did make a difference. It was about an 8% difference, I think it was, when it came down to it. So we finally did some gear for her. We gave her the full 8-piece curse set. Okay, we left all the skills the same way. We didn't touch any of that. Okay, now you can start seeing with the actual equipment, this test started making more sense because now she was hitting way harder. Okay, so here's a little bit of gameplay at A1, and A1 was a really good upgrade. It was a very strong upgrade, obviously, but with the gear, obviously, it helped a lot more. We did an A0 test first, and then we went to A1 to see how she did. Okay, so I'll show you guys the numbers real quick, but you guys can see here, she is now pumping out so much more damage, and her MP is now at 2,572, so over double MP, obviously allowing her to do way more damage, and also keep her ultimate up at all costs, right? So you guys will notice here, when she does go into her ultimate mode, you'll see very shortly, she does start eating up MP very quickly. There it is right there. Look, it does initial damage. You'll see the damage right away right there. And then you'll see now she'll have a minus blue bar that starts happening. There's minus 77, right? Minus 77. That's her MP going down while she's in this mode. So when she's in her actual like ultimate mode, she does a lot of damage. Okay, so just to show you guys real quick where she landed with A1 is right over here. So at A1 with the weapon, all right, she had 50 seconds with A0 weapon and then 43 seconds at A1 weapon. So A1 weapon, she had, with the A1 weapon, there's 43 seconds that like went away for her to kill the boss. So it took 43 seconds to kill the boss, essentially. Okay, that's how it was. Now A2 was massive. A2 was a game changer. The reason why A2 was such a big game changer was because of the fact that she was now able to get the next advancement, which allows her now to push even further to get her power bar increase right away. So you guys can see here, there's A2. Now what A2 does is, in the beginning of the battle, she starts off with I believe it's 40% more power gauge. Okay, so you guys will see right away when she starts this fight right here. Her power gauge bar is already maxed, like almost maxed out. It's almost like a 70%. That's also because her weapon gives her power gauge as well. So when you get an A5 weapon with her, look at that, it's already maxed out. So we have an A2 weapon and an A2 unit here, and you guys can see she starts off with ultimate right away. That's what you want. The A2 weapon and the A2 advancement for her gives her ultimate instantly. So she's pretty much already racked up and ready to go. Look how much faster she's killing stuff, right? She's already in ultimate mode. All of her skills are doing an insane amount of damage. And yes, she is a raw damage dealer. Like, we're talking about insane. I will talk more about her comparing to other people very shortly. And we'll tell you the pros and cons of both and why you should or should not go for her, okay? So there's A2. Now, this is probably the best spot for free-to-plays to stop, but not the perfect spot. The perfect spot is going to actually be A3, and I'll show you guys shortly why, okay? You guys can see here, 224 left. We gave her a little bit more time again. If you look at the numbers, she killed with 30 seconds remaining, and then with the A2 weapon, it was 25. This is a must-have for free-to-play. You just start off so much stronger. Everything that you should be doing better at A2. A3, though, is the best spot. Now, the reason why A3 is the best spot for free-to-play players is because she gives her ultimate skills now give her the ability to recover even more of her skills and make them faster, right? So if you look here, we got her, I believe, at A3 at this point. Just double check where we're at here. Oh, this was the Alicia testing. Sorry, guys, one sec here. Is this A3? Let me double check here. I have to check the numbers. There we go, yeah. So best spot right there, A3. So if I go back a couple seconds, she's already finished the battle. That's how fast it was. This is A3, okay? Here's the A3 version. We're going to show you guys the fight real quick. So the skill, actually, every time you're in the ultimate mode and you do, I think it's called Possession, your skills timers reset faster. It's insane. It goes so much faster, right? So you'll see right here, when we do this, watch her skills, right? We're going to do our ultimate here, and then watch when she casts her skills, and watch whenever she does her core damage or other attacks, her skills timer will go down so much faster. Watch this. Watch. So there's 14 seconds right on that skill. Now watch what happens. There's 14 seconds there. So 11 and 13, watch. There, 7 and 9, 3 and 5, 0 and 0. Like, it's insanely fast. So this is a massive DPS boost. This is the best spot for free to play, hands down, and this is where you actually want to get her if you possibly can, and she will be bonkers. Now A4 we didn't do because it requires wind, so it gives you more wind power. It's incredible for wind stages. You do so much more damage at A4, but now you're heading into dolphin and whale territory, and then A5 is insane. So I'm going to just show you guys real quick. We did a quick comparison between her and Alicia. All right, so we got her to A5 here, right? So 85 gives her all of her techniques increased damage by 80%. We did an Alicia run here, all right? So you guys can see Alicia here is running, doing a little bit of damage here and there, okay? And so then we went ahead, we killed the bear. I think it was 240. It would have been a little faster. I think Alicia would have been like less than 20 seconds. It would have been like 10 seconds, I think. Maybe about 15 seconds, right? So Alicia's still insanely powerful, obviously. So we did pretty much everything the same way with Alicia. We got her to A10. We got her to we got a weapon to A10. We got all of her skills maxed out almost. So we pushed the limits for MIREI as well. So you guys can see they're almost neck and neck. Alicia had 10k more power, I think. It wasn't too much, but nonetheless, you'll see here the damage that she does. Now, when it comes down to raw actual damage, MIREI actually comes out on top when it comes down to raw damage. Where Alicia wins still and is still the queen of this game, in my opinion, is her crowd control, her range, and her core attacks. They're just so powerful. But look at this. Look, she almost one-shot the bear. Literally almost one-shot the bear. Look at this. If the bear didn't do this move, it would have been over, right? So, like, the amount of damage this girl does, look at that. Insane amounts of damage. There's not even a wind element either. So when it comes down to raw damage, MIREI for sure is probably the biggest, heaviest hitter now in the game. But I think when it comes down to, plus the fact that she can start her ultimate almost instantly, depending where you are, can start it instantly, giving her the instant boost damage and the burst damage that she needs to be the best DPS in the game right now with what she's got going on. But with that being said, I still believe Alicia is the best unit in the game because of multiple reasons. Number one, the shield. Number two, the purification with the shield. Number three, the fact that she boosts her own crit damage, which is incredible, obviously. Number four, the fact that she can freeze and has incredible range and relies on simple things like core damage. So when it comes down to raw damage, I do think MIREI is definitely a bit better, a little bit. It's almost negligible difference, but it's there. But I think overall as a character, Alicia still is the queen of the game, and that can't be ignored. Okay, so there you guys go. 10 seconds to finish the boss. That's the fastest I think we've ever done it with anybody. Insane damage. So let's talk about, is she worth it? That's going to be the question that everyone's asking. My opinion, here's the thing. A lot of people are waiting for Gogun He. We have Cha. I think Cha is an incredible DPS still. So they keep buffing her. I think she's always going to be available. We have Beck as a breaker. We have a pretty damn good, we have Min as support. I think Light has everything it needs. Wind is in desperate need of a powerful DPS. And right now, I think she fills that niche oh sorry, she feels that role very, very well. By showing you the amount of power she has, I think it's a no-brainer to go for her, to be honest with you, right? I know a lot of people want to go for Gunny, and I get it, right? Especially free to play because we have limited tokens. But I can tell you now, as somebody who has farmed the tokens over and over and over again as free to play and doesn't get any special treatment, you're able to get yourself at least some of that stuff, right? If you're lucky enough, you can pull a Go Gunny anyways, but we don't know how good he's going to be. So is it worthwhile missing out on the best win DPS, especially because we don't have one? I think the answer is you should be pulling for her. So, best spot for free-to-play players, A3. Good spot for free-to-play players, A2. Must have is F2 for sure. Sorry, A2 is for sure for free-to-play. Best spot is A3 for sure. For whales, A5, it's a no-brainer. No-brainer. She's so damn powerful at A5. It's crazy. Her weapon also at A5 would also be very ideal. For free-to-play players, get her to A3 weapon or A2 weapon and you're golden. All right, guys, this is Payne. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.